Okay, true confession. I always thought conflict was just to determine who was the winner and who was the loser. Don't you sometimes fight more to be right than to understand your spouse? I think we're all a little guilty of doing that. I want to give a special mention to Sean. Sean, thank you for subscribing and all of your continued support on our channel. Sean helps realtors generate more leads. If you want to be featured next time, subscribe, leave a thoughtful comment below with the hashtag #IamForYou, Intentional Marriages For You. I read every one of the comments, and hopefully next time you'll be featured. Learning how to use conflict is an opportunity to understand and get to know your partner better, and it's a vital part of attunement. Now, for me, that sounds very counterintuitive, is to use conflict to get to know your spouse better. How about you? Comment below. Do you feel the same way? Do you ever wonder why your partner is so emotional? We don't seem to mind the big emotions of joy and happiness, but yet we don't care for the negative emotions of sadness, fear, and anger. Many people believe that talking about these harder feelings will only make them worse. Comment below, is that what you believe? I definitely was a big believer that I thought it would make them worse. Dr. Gottman, a famous psychologist who has researched couples for the last 40 years, Dr. Gottman says, emotions have their own purpose and logic. Your partner cannot select which feelings to have. Their feelings come up unconsciously. If you can't get beyond the belief that negative emotions are a waste of time and even dangerous, you will never be able to attune to your partner enough to have true intimacy. But while all emotions are acceptable, all behavior is not. Saying things like, you're making this a bigger deal than it should be, or calm down, these are rarely effective. And I know I've done it to Russ when I feel like he's magnifying. I'm saying, you're blowing this out of perspective. And seriously, has somebody told you to calm down in the middle of a fight? And did you think, oh yeah, wait, let me calm down? It doesn't work, right? These statements only succeed in diminishing your partner and trivializing their emotional experience. One of the best things that you can say when your partner is upset is, please help me understand what has upset you. Please share with me what is bothering you. This allows your partner to be able to process and help you understand at the core of what is really going on. Emotions are an opportunity for intimacy. I never knew that because I always felt like I had to dumb down my emotions, dumb down my feelings. But knowing that they're the gateway for intimacy, I have now lived and experienced that with Russ, even with the harder emotions. And they're not something to be scared of anymore. They're something to be embraced because there is such beauty and closeness on the other side of working through those harder feelings. Last week we talked about the weekly check-in, and the first 3 letters of attune was ATT and then UNE. So as the speaker and the listener, the ATT part is the person who is speaking in the weekly check-in is to be aware of how they're speaking and to transform their criticism into wishes and to be tolerant of their partner's perspective. As a listener, that's what we've talked about this week, the UNE is to understand with non-defensive listening and empathy. Listening is another form of love. And if you haven't tried it, I think you'll see a huge transformation in your arguments, your conflicts, if you seek to understand and with non-defensive listening and empathy, what is bothering your spouse. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and take a screenshot. Share that out with your friends so that we can reach more and more married couples. Remember, if you'd like to have an extraordinary marriage, be intentional. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.